Hello everyone, welcome to Felipe's Reviews. Today we're going to take a look at the latest modular buildings from the LEGO Creator Expert series, the Bookshop. So this set contains 2,504 pieces and retail at $280 New. It's been a while since the pet shop. The modular building comes in two buildings. So on the left you've got the bookshop, and on the right you've got a small apartment, and this also includes 5 minifigures. First, we're going to take a look at the bookshop. So on the exterior, you got two new printed tiles to represent the name of the bookshop. You also got this tall tree here with a autumn fall setting with some fallen leaves on the ground. What's interesting is how they create the bird nets here. You also get a new little bird in this new color. There are quite a few interesting technique in terms of the exterior, like the use of the microphone piece here. And how they create this arc at the front door is quite interesting as well. One thing I want to point out is the use of this piece here. You do see some open studs between the roof and this particular piece here. Personally, I don't like this type of design because I like things to be smooth and close out. And I do like how they design the edge here, but it requires some patience to get it all aligned. And for the bookshop, you don't get the common issue with the modular building that on the side it looks weird. This one looks pretty natural on both ends. You do get some different coloring, but the darker brown kind of makes sense with the lighter brown color. And at the back is a bit plain, there's nothing else. You do get a small balcony on the second level, and the roof is also a bit plain. Given this design, I guess the only way to get on the roof is to have a very tall ladder. And to access the interior of the third level, you don't open up the full roof, but you open parts of the roof to reveal a bedroom. And I really like how they designed this bed, and again, they got some interesting use of the microphone piece. You do get a new color for this chameleon here. And it has been highlighted by many other reviews about the tank is not being fully enclosed that allow the chameleon to escape. But to be honest, like with the width of two studs, I don't see any other ways that you can have a fully enclosed tank. And in order to access the second level, you just have to remove the top like this, very common in any modular building. Inside the level, you do get a stairs, which is a very common technique but with a different design, and I really like how they designed the particular stairs. I do like this clock by the wall. I think the front looks really nice. The only part that I didn't like that much is this the clock. It's not a separate build, so it's basically attached to the wall, so you can't take it out and use it somewhere. And you also get this sofa here to allow a minifigure to sit and relax and read a book. And the book is a exclusive printed piece with the title Moby Dick, which is a reference to the famous story Moby Dick. And I really like how they designed the sofa here. And this one is indeed a separate build, so you can take it out and put it in any LEGO buildings interior. And again, to access the first level, you just have to take this off. And this is the first level of the bookshop. So kind of like the first level and like ground 1.2, and this area particular, you can actually remove it to allow you to access the register or the cash register and some other books in this area. And I really like how they designed this cash register here. Although there are lots of feedback about like the bookshop doesn't have much books, but actually not. There's lots of books within the bookshelf. It's just like you can't take it out for the minifigure to hold. And this particular technique has been observed in the Big Bang Theory set, and also the one with Doctor Strange a few years ago. And I also like the color scheme or the color combination on the floor. And now we take a look at the apartment building. I really like the exterior of this apartment building. The roof is again a bit plain compared to other previous modular. I really like how they use this one by one curved tiles to create the texture on the roof, and I think it's a very smart way to use the candle piece that introduced from the Harry Potter series to create this pose, not just here but also level 1 as well. You also get this new exclusive print tile with the number 107. I wish LEGO released the same tile with different numbers so you can create multiple apartments on the same street, but it's very unlikely. The highlight for me for the exterior is definitely how they build the stairs here. It looks like some technique that used before, but because of a few new pieces that they introduced in the past few years, you are able to create this more angular shape for the entrance stairs. It would be nicer if they're able to create another handle on this side, but it's very hard to create the exact same style since there isn't any piece that I can come up on top of my mind that would have create a shorter piece that would align with the other design. And this apartment building also exposed some of the weakness on the modular building series. It says the side of the building typically you've got like different colors, but this one is especially bad because you got that big black patch over here. And the back of this apartment building, you do get a very small garden with a pumpkin and some really interesting stairs. They do have an access door to the basement. And again, for this apartment building, you just remove this part here to review the bedroom. So this bedroom have a bigger bed, and I really like how they designed the bed as well. And it's really a very small apartment, so you can just remove this to review the first level, which you got some tea table and a cupboard with something inside, but it's a bit hard to open. You also get a fireplace. And on the other side, you do have some spaces to hold an umbrella and some hats. And I really like how they figured out using the microphone to keep the umbrella. And by taking off this level, it will reveal the basement of this apartment. You can see obviously the basement is not that tall. You can't fit a minifigure fully standing if you have the top level on top of it. You also get a bench with a rubbish bag, a scissor, a mousetrap with a cheese, and also a ladder. And here are the 5 minifigures included in this set. First, we'll take a look at the couple living in the apartment. It's all very standard torso, but this lady does have an alternate face expression. And here are the remaining 3 minifigures. The interesting piece is definitely this new hairpiece. It's basically a recolored hairpiece from a previous collectible minifigure, and all 3 of them do have an alternate face. And for the little kid, you also get this new color for this scarf piece here. Overall, I think this is yet another great entry in the modular building series. I really like the exterior, especially the apartment buildings. I also find it quite interesting. They fall back to a more European style compared to the last 2 modular buildings with a more American taste. The roof area are indeed a bit plain compared to other modular building series, and the side of this apartment building is really a letdown with this big patch for the fireplace. And I find it interesting that this time it does not include any toilets or any kitchen in either of the buildings. So I wonder, where do the minifigure go when they needed the toilet? Despite those little flaws, I still recommend this set to anyone who loves the modular building series or just looking for something interesting to build. Let me know what you think about this set in the comment section below. If you like my video, be sure to check out my other videos and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming updates. I'll see you next time.